Welcome to Dr. Balaga's God Knowledge Doc podcast, your quick dive into the latest medical breakthroughs to keep you ahead of the curve. Let's get started. Today is October 5th, 2025. This video is on a recent New England Journal of Medicine article titled Targeting ApoC3 with Olezarsen in Moderate Hypertriglyceridemia. Moderate hypertriglyceridemia, 150 to 499 milligrams per deciliter, increases cardiovascular risk. Yet, effective triglyceride lowering treatments remain limited. Apolipoprotein C3 or ApoC3 regulates triglyceride metabolism and clearance. Olezarsen, an antisense oligonucleotide targeting ApoC3 messenger RNA, may reduce triglyceride levels. The study designed phase 3 double-blind, randomized placebo-controlled trial with the eponym Essence TIMI 73B trial. The study cohort comprised of 1,349 patients with moderate hypertriglyceridemia, median triglycerides 238.5 milligrams per deciliter. 254 individuals received 50 milligrams of Olezarsen, 766 received 80 milligrams, and 329 received placebo. Duration 12-month treatment with 6-month primary endpoint and 13-week post-treatment safety follow-up. The primary endpoint was least squares mean percentage change in triglyceride at 6 months. The secondary outcome was changes in ApoC3, non-HDL cholesterol, VLDL cholesterol, remnant cholesterol, ApoB, and major adverse cardiovascular events. What did they find? Triglyceride reduction. Placebo-adjusted triglyceride reduction at 6 months. With 50 milligram dose, it was a 58.4% reduction. With the higher 80 milligram dose, it was a 60.6% reduction. P-value for both was less than 0.001. Lipid improvements, significant decrease in ApoC3, a reduction 62 to 70%, a 66 to 68% reduction in remnant cholesterol, VLDL cholesterol, and ApoB. There was no effect on LDL cholesterol, which is interesting because omega-3 has shown to increase LDL cholesterol. Adverse events, similar event rates across all the groups, more mild injection site reactions, and aminotransferase elevations with Olezarsen. Limitations of the study, short duration 12 months, predominantly Caucasian white population, no cardiovascular outcome data. Again, I repeat, no outcome data. Long-term efficacy and safety not known. Key takeaway, Olezarsen offers a potent targeted triglyceride lowering strategy with a promising safety profile. Further trials are needed to assess cardiovascular outcome and overall outcome impact. In a nutshell, Olezarsen slashed triglycerides by 60% in just 6 months. Nearly 90% achieved normal triglyceride levels, less than 150 milligrams per deciliter. This sets the stage for future cardiovascular outcome trials of ApoC3 targeted therapy. Eponyms: ApoC3, named after its role in chylomicron and VLDL metabolism, central to triglyceride regulation. Next one is Hy's law. The eponymous rule for Hyman-Zimmerman. It predicts risk of serious liver injury from ALT to AST and bilirubin elevations. Dr. Hyman-Zimmerman, 1913 to 1999, was a pioneering liver specialist and internationally recognized authority on drug-induced liver injury, or DILI. He served as a professor of medicine at George Washington University and authored the landmark textbook Hepatotoxicity: The Adverse Effects of Drugs and Other Chemicals on the Liver. He was best known for formulating Hy's law, an eponymous clinical rule stating that if a drug causes hepatocellular injury, that is an elevated ALT or AST, with jaundice, elevated bilirubin, there is a greater than 10% risk of fatal liver injury, a principle still used by regulators, including the FDA, to evaluate liver safety in drug trials. Finally, there is the Fredrickson's classification of hyperlipoproteinemia, named after Dr. Donald Fredrickson, 1924 to 2002, who served as the director of the NIH and later president of the Howard Hughes Medical Institute. And his classification was foundational to understanding dyslipidemia. If you look at this table, Olezarsen is most likely to benefit individuals with type 1, type 3, and type 5 hyperlipoproteinemia, Fredrickson's hyperlipoproteinemia, because they have elevated triglycerides. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with your colleagues. When we change how we see disease, we change how we shape lives. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and keep seeking wisdom. Podcast brought to you by Master MedFacts at mastermedfacts.com.